So here we are this afternoon. It's getting dark. I just finished putting the bike back together with a new rear hub. Seriously, mate, I know you want to go, but we're literally just going to go around the block to see if everything works. Well, enough talking for the moment. It's been quite a few weeks since the old girl was ridden, and don't you bite my gloves? Don't you bite my gloves? The only way to stop her barking, I suppose, is to move a bit. Okay, we got second gear. Wasn't quite sure what to expect, really, after that last episode. The only thing I can think of is that that I really just had to let the bolts holding the rear sprocket on come loose. So we've got a new hub, a new set of grade 8 bolts for it, a bottle of Loctite. Yeah, you know, so it's got new spacers and all those things, and a new swing arm. That's right, I put in a new swing arm to see if that makes. I'm not sure whether it wasn't slightly bent, that's all. I won't talk too much, although she's actually quietened down now, hasn't she? So we got 3 gears. I can only assume the gearbox is working fine. As I said, we're literally just going round the block just to see if it works after having put it all back together, and tomorrow I'll get back into the shed and just make sure the chain's adjusted right. The clutch is creeping a bit, but it's been doing that for a while. Tilly's very excited. The bike's going again. I'm fairly pleased myself. You see that water tank over there? I took a photo of that the other day, and then I photoshopped a little white dot onto the top of it, so it looked like a TARDIS from Doctor Who. I don't know whether any of you people know about Doctor Who. I'm talking about the old series, the classic series from when I was a kid. You know, I still quite like that. I pretty much hate the new stuff. It's all gone way too woke and over the top, you know. Anyway, so I then stuck the photo on one of those Doctor Who Facebook pages, you know, and that caused a bit of speculation and comments, that's for sure. Because from a distance, you know, it could be anything, but you know, powers of suggestion and all that. But 4 gears. Settle pedal. fairly pleased. Seems to be, you know, doing what it's supposed to do. Sorry about the video's a bit disjointed probably. I forgot to check to see what sort of fuel we've got. Well, we're not on reserve, so should be alright. We'll just sneak over the road there, come back. Weather's cooled off considerably in recent weeks and days. Actually had a little bit of sleet the other day. I should have winter gloves and stuff on, but only ain't going, you know, 20 yards as it were. This is such a terrible bit of road. The old girl seems to be running along alright. That's good. After that few weeks sitting around doing nothing, the battery was... It's a good battery in this bike. You can sit for weeks and weeks, and the weather cools right off. It doesn't really want to start, but it does anyway. Well, we'll turn around up here and go home again. Good girl. That's where young James Nixon and his wife Elise live. The lovely Elise, she's a good looker, that girl. Shame I'm about 50 years too old for her. And I was talking to James the other day at the bus stop. You know, they pick their kids up from the bus stop down here. Don't do that, mate. It makes me panic. He was telling me, you know, we're just talking about country things and the footy and whatever, you know. And yeah, his kids go to school in Trundle, I think. And he said they were out at midnight a few weeks ago, and I heard shooting, and I thought it was the other bloke over the road here, banging off a few rounds. Thought he might have been pissed, you know. But it was James. He bought himself a thermal scope and was shooting pigs. He said he shot about 25 pigs. Out of about 100 in this stretch here. Oops. Hang on to that bag, will we? That's a lot of pigs. There's a lot of pigs in Australia. That's a problem, a real problem. More of a problem. Oh, we fucking lost it. Oh, no, it's back. Must be a real vortex in that sidecar. Yeah, worse than foxes and cats, really, you know, because they damage things more. But, you know, these blokes, even the young blokes, you know, they've grown up in this traditional way, you know, where... But moves shoot the fucking thing, you know. Kangaroos, whatever. Which I think's, you know, I'm a bit live and let live. As far as kangaroos go, not for ferals, you know. Going around the streets corners in thirds, not a good idea, is it? Anyway, that's the job done. It's taken ages, you know, just getting the parts, if nothing else. You know, it took weeks for the bloke in Forbes to get me the hub. You know, it was just ridiculous. You know, I would have been better off just ordering it myself online from EasyR and then giving it to him to relace, you know. Well, Keith will be upset. Keith the cat, he'll be waiting for his afternoon walk. He comes with Tilly and I for the afternoon walk now. I think he just does it, comes with us to make sure we don't, you know, run away and join the circus and not feed him, sort of thing. Got the septic tank in, all working and going like a racer. I better take this for a decent ride. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for a day today. Smells like a bike, doesn't it, this old girl? Find a neutral quite okay. It never finds neutral when it's running, basically.